Was ist passiert, Pascal?
Ja, das sieht man jetzt. Hinterachse nicht genügend warm, zu wenig Grip.
Fast nicht weggekommen. Auf und Bringmann schlägt ein auf der Innenseite. Und auch das Auto geht fast.
All'interno, passo, decollato e...
Рок на внутренний радиус, и в итоге фактически развернул их, если так можно сказать, наш Никита Ситников.
Oj, oj, oj! McLaughlin och Kressner ihop!
Ih, olha o cara! Oh, olha o cara!
É, agora não... Nossa.
Olha, pelo segurou no freio ali, rodou. Tem ali o reloginho. Ih, já... Eita!
Wel in de hoek waar de klappen vallen. En dat blijkt ook wel als John van der Voort.
For the number 4 bike, there he is.
Very deep.
Oh, with Gamarino again. And Gamarino's already crashed once and he's been pushed across the gravel by Gino Ria. Bassani doing a good job to avoid them. Amazing.
Boy, oh, Sidney got some oh, hang on there, Sidney Frigo. Into the wall, top end, over and over, and a wild one there. Is Sidney moving around?
Sounds like Jonathan Gray. Oh, look at that! Jonathan Gray, hard contact with the right side wall. Jonathan Gray scraping along.
He's gone off again and heavily into the barriers this time. David Halliday on the inside loses control of the LMP3 car, clatters into the air. All started with number 19 looping around David Halliday. And then look at that, Leo Roussel. Looks like he checked up to avoid the pole sit of the wall. Well, from behind we see the Duquesne entry spin first and then, oh yes, look, puff of smoke, lock up.
Oh, and contact between Phil Keane. Oh, dear me. And that's a big accident with Phil Keane and Andrea Fausti. And Keane
Last year. Yeah, but I just wonder, again, contact with the Bentley and the Audi.
Oh!
How clumsy is that? Well, there's contact behind, that's what it was.
Of Alabama and Lotion. So they're going to get
He gets hit in the back by Carlos Munoz, and that turns a Lotion into Hawksworth in the fourth. Already contact from Sebastian Bourdais with a broken wing. He's got Dixon. And contact there. Pagano off track. Lead. Oh, the front wing comes off.
And a lot. Oh, that didn't stop.
Out of the chicane, and it was the Autolando Sport Porsche in the hands of Alessandro Giovinazzi. Mengozzi. Tim Muller was in strife as well, being collected.
Paddock Hill bend and backs it all the way up, hard into the barriers, and look how much it moves that Armco. That photographer was a lucky boy. Still at Brands Hatch because of this huge accident. Phil Driver in that Aston Martin riding up the back of a slower TT4 car that itself was trying to pass another
as was Jimmy Antunes, but he made contact with Renko Behrad and Jaeger, both of them.
Moment. There was some contacts on the way into turn one, some pretty big contact.
O Sainz estava fechando a porta ali. Tentando ultrapassagem. Era a defesa ali do Celis.
Então acidente aí.
Different parts of the group. Whoops, way up over the curb and then over the car ahead. And that is two of the Russian drivers that have come.
He's been an absolute star.
Wow, whoa, we got big movement in the middle of the pack. Please don't let him. Oh, just
Kollidiert allerdings dann mit zwei Kollegen. Es ist auf jeden Fall schon nach 400 Metern ein herber Rückschlag im Kampf um die Meisterschaft. Mittelfeld geraten. So kommt erst Engelhardt und dann innen sein Teamkollege Morin.
Tap on the way in, and again, he just keeps the throttle a bit too far open, and he corrects the oversteer.
On CBS Sports Network. Squeezed on the outside. Oh, he gets doored by the 14 car.
Yeah, no big incident here with John Fogarty. Hits the wall. Mega content.
In the one practice session that World Challenge had on Friday, the Gainesco Red Dragon sustained.
Whether it's these three or Matisse, Quinn and Bird all having some good stuff going on. And take on inside, launches
road there. Game over.
Rossotti por afuera, Calvi. Uy, mirá, qué embocada. Dos del Fela. La ligó el auto. Uy, hay fuego.
Pushing. Trying to get up the inside. Matt gets double collected.
Senna's there. Is it a tag going into?
It looks like
Paul Streffer.
Streffer's made a bit of contact with Boxey. Big high speed.
It's the dig in, isn't it? It's the dig into the sand.
It's gone over twice that time, 3 times.
Saw the crash, Cal. Here's what actually happened.
You see Kyle Marcelli there through turn 8. He's pushing hard for that runner-up position. Has a big hit and then a second impact right now when he lifts off the gas pedal.
Huge.
To think they'd put him. Oh! Garcia spins. He just lost control.
Here, got another go on the inside Best.
Oh, contact with Zach Best. And tore the body apart across the top here.
Big roll over there.
Oh, it's got some Damien flack about it, hasn't it, from Mount Panorama last year? And the panels are designed to do that breakaway from
on the first lap of race 2 last year. That's a monumental high side for Silva.
Try and come through the session. You can see here though for
look, oh my word. So it's actually, oh, and look at that bike. Oh, did it hit Sebastian as it came back down? Oh, not the sort of thing you need to be seeing on a
del ponte posteriore e qua ancora.
E adesso che traiettoria alla prima variante e questa volta ancora una volta
dopo Cairoli è il pilota più veloce in pista. Qui vediamo nel frattempo un brutto errore con un incidente che è un po'.
Si è formato un gruppetto, si è toccato in questo momento proprio alla staccata della parabolica.
Возвращается Ричард Вершор. Здесь 4 ряда, посмотрите. Двойной разворот.
Whoa! And around goes Takuma Sato back into the wall.
And that's a hard hit right there. It just looks like, Paul, he got in there to one and just way too loose, and it just came around on him.
Take a listen to this.
And you got to remember, the teams were here for 2 days testing.
Right. We'll ride along with him.
Wide open and just loses it.
Right in the center of the turn.
And that was not just like a gentle loose. That was just a snap gone.
Yeah, get out of it. It just snapped, and it was all over. Parts flying. Looked like they went over the fence.
A very similar contact with the wall is what we saw from Sato earlier. And sounded the same.
That's the worst noise in Indy Courier at the back of that car.
I'll tell you one thing that's a good thing that we've seen so far, that the big problem they were having last year on the ovals was when they got backwards and hit.
Oh! The right amount of downforce, and once again we have another car backed into the wall.
That's a hard hit because he hit square, Townsend, right square on the air, right on the gearbox, which is the worst case scenario really, because all that G-load just gets pushed right back into the chassis and the car.
And that was earlier in the turn, right where he's parked.
It was right away. As soon as he turned in, it was going around. And that, now you see it hit square right there.
He was on that yellow line as well, PT. You had commented on that earlier.
We'll see if he lifts his visor here and try to stop the car. So he's trying to figure where his whereabouts are as the car rolls down the track. And if that's in a race situation,
these guys are just trying to trim out as best they can and kind of just go for it. And man, they're paying the price.
Behind him in a big rock up. Oh, he's not going to make it.